Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch of SportsView360.com, covering the ball and Saints. And today I was going to talk about, the current, situation as it pertains to the New Orleans Saints ongoing search for a new head coach. Just discuss whether are they close to finding a resolution, finding a new head coach. There's been a lot of reports out there, coming out the last 48 hours on what could possibly happen. They may have a new favorite, since, a certain candidate in Aaron Glenn may be trending towards the New York Jets. Yesterday, we interviewed with the team, and there were reports out there stating that the goal was to, interview Aaron Glenn, make an offer, put an offer on the table, and not let him leave the building. And, eventually, hoping that he would accept the job. But that hasn't been the case, and that still may happen. As I'm making this video, it may be reported that Aaron Glenn is the new head coach of the New York Jets. But based on what I know now, I haven't gotten a notification. Is that Aaron Glenn left that facility without a deal in place, without him accepting the deal. They're saying that if he wants the job, it's his. And there's some talk about Aaron Glenn, having the ability to have his own GM. So the guy named is like Nimbart or something like that, Neymar or something. His name is something like that. Who is the assistant general manager of the Washington Commanders. Glenn is very familiar with that individual, and he is projected to be the next general manager of the Jets, and Glenn be the head coach. So they will work in tandem as a team. But as far as I know, Glenn hasn't accepted the offer yet. So maybe he listens to the Saints. We'll see how it all play out, because they're scheduled for him to have an interview with the team, a live interview. But due to the inclement weather out there, the snow, the heavy snow that came down yesterday, everything got pushed back till later in the week, because they had interviews set up for second interviews set up for Mike Kafka, who is the offensive coordinator for the New York Giants, and Anthony Weaver, who is the defensive coordinator of the Miami Dolphins. So that got pushed back, and if things get cleared up, the airport and all that get cleared up, between now and tomorrow, then maybe those interviews can get set up. But right now, things as we know it, this is in a standstill, a bit of a lull. But I think what's going to happen, if Glenn takes that job with the Jets, I think the Saints are going to put their attention towards Mike McCarthy. I really think they want, he's their next choice on the list to be the top prospect to become the new head coach of the New Orleans Saints, Mike McCarthy. But I think, to be honest with you, I really think they want Aaron Glenn. I think Aaron Glenn is priority number one for them. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Glenn is priority number one for them. And if they can't nail down Aaron Glenn, I think they're gonna go up here, gonna pursue Mike McCarthy. But I really like Joe Brady though. Between the two, I like Joe Brady. And that's because young guy, innovative offense. Has a reputation. Worked with some young quarterbacks. Joe Burrow at LSU played a huge role in that prolific offense that year, 2019. You seen what he's doing with Josh Allen, working with Josh Allen. He may work. He may be another home run hire for Mickey Loomis like it was for Sean Payton. It may not work. That's kind of the appeal I have with Aaron Glenn. With Joe Brady. Mike McCarthy, I like Mike McCarthy. I like some things he can bring to the table in regards to building up this team. I'm just not sure if the Saints could reach a higher ceiling with Mike McCarthy as head coach. And that's based on how his teams in the past have performed in big games, and that's including Dallas and Green Bay, despite the talent advantage that those teams may have. But then again, in that same aspect, I think anything would be better than these past 4 years. You know, if Mike McCarthy could, I highly believe that Mike McCarthy could get this thing turned around pretty fast, in my opinion, and have this team competing for the NFC South once again. You know, winning 10 and 11 games. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna talk about this later on in a different video, but I don't feel as though this team is the Saints was a 5-12 team. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see how it all play out, man. But there's a lot of reports coming out, you know, left and right, every hour on the movement of these coaches, these candidates: Mike McCarthy, Aaron Glenn, Kellen Moore, the Philadelphia Eagles, Joe Brady, Cliff Kingsbury. That's another guy the Saints wanted to interview again, I believe. They haven't interviewed him yet, you know, but Cliff Kingsbury is another name that could be possibly thrown into the mix as well. So we'll see how it all play out, man. But a lot of stuff is going to shake between today and possibly by the end of the week, week, you know. I know Kellen Moore, he's in a conference championship game. Cliff Kingsbury is in the conference championship game, and Joe Brady's in the conference championship game. So that's 3 guys the Saints could be looking at, could be possibly looking at. Now, me personally, I think Kellen Moore's going to be the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. You know, I know that stuff about Deion is out there, but I just think that was some Deion's people, you know, trying to push Colorado to get a bigger contract, because there is, according to reports, an offer on the table for Coach Prime to sign for Colorado. He hasn't signed it yet, so that probably was his way of angling to get more money from the University of Colorado. We'll see, but going to be an interesting next couple of days for the Black and Gold as they pursue the next guy that's going to usher in the next era of Saints football, because you got to get this right. Loomis has to get this right, bro. They say he's not going. He says he's not going anywhere, along with the rest of the front office. So they got to get this right. You cannot mess this up anymore, man. It's probably going to be Loomis's last coaching hire, and so far he's 1 for 1. Knock it out the park with Sean Payton, drop the ball with Dennis Allen. So you can break the cycle in these next few days, this next era of football for the Saints. So we'll see how it all play out. That's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. Do you feel as though the Saints are close to finding their new head coach? And also check out sports360.com/Saints for latest content on the Wrong Saints organization. I have a new mock draft coming out soon on the site. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.